What is happening, everybody? Joseph coming your way. Here comes part 2 of my Zelda 2 All Keys tutorial. Very new for very new players who are starting to get into the run, into this category. That's who this is. Whoa. Someone's hosting me, I guess. That can't be right. I'm doing this for 200 people? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, if 200 people want to learn how to do Zelda 2 All Keys, but feel free to watch. Sorry, that was a text from a client. The struggles of working from home. But yeah, so the purpose of this tutorial is to... Oh, never mind. Alright, it's back to one viewer. It said 184. What? 184 viewers? My God. I'd have a heart attack. So like I said in the first part, the purpose of this tutorial is to get new players acclimated to the game. We're using very safe strats here, nothing too risky. I'm going to go over all of the leveling schedules you can have for this game. There are 3 main ones, and then there are a couple of other ones as well that some players like to use, but like about 95% of Zelda 2 All Keys players can usually arrive at 3 destinations when it comes to leveling. The last part I stopped in Palace 3. I want to redo Palace 3 because there's a couple things that I forgot. And my Wii U acts up, whatever. So yeah, let's redo Palace 3 here. Okay. First thing you'll notice, I have 4 lives instead of 5. I redid my run, and I intentionally lost a life because the lives you have come into play when you get to Palace 4. Up until Palace 4, you will generally have at least 3 lives. If you have less than 3 lives going into Palace 4, I would probably reset. If you're going for a personal best, if you're racing, it's completely different. But yeah, so if you have 4 lives here by Palace 3, that's fine. That's great. This is with getting the 1-up after getting on the way to Fairy Town from the hammer, from Death Mountain. So there you go. Okay, and what I did in the last part was I left it with the levels of Attack 6, Magic 3, and Life 3. What I'm gonna do here in this Palace 3 run through is I'm gonna go ahead and get my life up to level 4. So let's do that. You always want to check that statue. If it turns into an enemy, just enter the palace. But if you get a potion, then you get a potion. 50-50 chance. I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly. Kill that thing. Jump over this tin suit. You don't want to kill it, or else another one of these moves will appear. You'll be getting blocks over here, so watch out for them. If you just walk to the right, usually you'll be fine. Get this key. That move is going towards the right, so I want a damage boost through it to get past this tin suit, or whatever that thing is. Doom Knocker. That's what I do. These are tile jumps, so remember what I said in the last part about tile jumps. You want to make them just like that. Get as close to that edge before you jump, and you will make that 4th tile. If not, and that's why I said you want to check for a red potion, if you do not make the tile jump and you have full magic, that's fine, just cast jump. No matter what, your magic will be filled by the time you get to the raft. You'll gain at least 350 XP, or you'll get a potion, or you'll get a drop, or whatever. You'll get a big drop. So, see, like right there, that was a red potion. Okay, that's fine. So if I didn't have any magic, perfectly fine. Perfectly good for getting the raft. Kill that iron knuckle. Good. Equip fairy. Oh. You really want to kill that blue iron knuckle. Because if you let it live, it'll just do all kinds of crazy damage to you. So there you go. That's a quick jump. There you go. Gonna use jump here. That's another reason why I want to check to see if you get a potion in the beginning of the palace. This way I have lots of magic to work with. So if I wasn't going for life, if I wasn't going to get life 4, I would, and I could, and I probably would use life here. So, see, perfect. Always, always, always. If it doesn't run the clock on you, check to see if you get drops or potions from the designated areas where you can get them, that I'll point out. Not every gargoyle or iron knuckle statue will give you a potion, or an enemy, whatever. You can't just check all of them. Remember what I said here. Make sure you're consistent, and make sure the staircase that you make looks exactly like that every single time. Every single time you want to do this, every single time the exact same way. So whether you jump across the 2 gargoyles going to the key, or you kill both of them, or you kill one then leave the other, or whatever, make sure you're doing it consistently every single time. Now, if I want to leave here with 634, I have to kill extra enemies. That one. If you want life 4, you need to kill the blue knuckle. Let's see. Yep, don't have enough. So now, yep. You gotta kill way more enemies. This is just for an example. Nope. I got potion instead of, That's not good. See? So you really need to commit to killing certain enemies and stuff like that if you want to leave here with 634. There's plenty of bags you can get, but here you go. So what I'm doing here is this will end the game with attack 8, magic 8, and life 7. This is the setup for it. So here's Rebenak. We'll do corner strats. Bounce off of him like that. Down thrust. Hope that he gets underneath your sword. Good. Good. Perfect corner strats. Oh. Not enough. I needed 500 out of 700. See, it's been so long that I don't even know how to get it. So, yeah. If you're leveling, you know, if you mess up on your leveling like here, you're probably gonna reset if you're going for PV. If you're racing, well, you can either not worry about it. I'm trying to tile jump this. Yeah. You can either not worry about it and take lower levels, or you can go through the palace and try to kill more enemies, which is what I'm gonna try to do. Actually, you know what? Here, let's do this all over again. All over again. Good. Because Palace 3 can get pretty nasty, so... Yep. You can also leave magic at level 2 for as long as you really want. Certain palaces you will need magic for, or whatever, you'll need your levels to certain areas. But yeah, as you can see there, that block was not cooperating. It's fine, just keep moving, keep moving. Okay, here, good example here. This one went to the left, so that's all you gotta do. Just get by that Doom Knocker. Don't try to kill it. None of that. That's what you have to do. You have to make sure you're not going to get any more drops from the Red Iron Knuckles that you fight going into the Remedy fight. If you want life 4 here. Oh, I do. Go. And there's our magic level. So now we need oh, that's right, I can't use jump because I got killed the other end. Well, actually, no, I can do it, yeah. Oh, get that. Yeah. That's the thing about leaving here with life 4. You gotta kill way more enemies than you want. Gotta kill way more enemies. Which is why I don't like it, because you kill more enemies. Killing enemies in this game, that can run the clock a little bit. Remember to be consistent here. Now, there's a way you can break those those blocks to create your little staircase. There's a way to break them way quicker. I'll go over that in Palace 4. So now we need 500 XP here. If your life is level 4, it needs to be, then you need 500. Which means you need to kill enemies. And hope for good drops like that. Killing this blue iron knuckle is optional with life 3, and not with life 4. We got it, Palace 3. There you go. Now let's not do corner strats. So if you're not going to do corner strats, you want to cast shield. Takes 4 hits to kill to get him off the horse, 4 more hits to kill him. I made that look very easy, but it's not. When you're bouncing off of the horse, if you're doing it like that, if you're not using the corner strats, then swing your sword while you're down stabbing. You'll land a few more hits on it. Nah, I can skip the encounter. Now, if you're not sure when points are adding up to gain your next level, if you're not sure you can get like past a certain screen in time, don't take a chance. Like, let's say I was about to gain a level like right here. Gain the level here. If you don't, you'll run the risk of soft logging. So that's really your prerogative if you want to take that chance or not. I personally wouldn't. It's just up to me. It's up to you. Hold up after leaving here. This way you can go here. Watch for encounters. Now encounters here are not going to double up, but they're gonna. It's gonna take a little shorter time for them to respawn there. There you go. And now we're in Firetown. We're gonna learn the most useless spell in the entire game. That would be fire. We'll use it exactly once in this run. We get water from there. Give it to this chick. Let's see what my client wants. Let's see. Make sure you have fairy equipped after getting the fire spell. If you don't, then well, bad things will happen. You still want to have fairy equipped. We're going to be getting the third magic container here in a bit. I really gotta hit up this client. I'll do it later on. Very good. After the Zora, you want to face that way, because sometimes he'll fire at you after you get past him. Be very careful with the encounters here. Yeah. If you get an encounter here, don't worry about it, don't panic, it's fine. It's okay. It is okay to get 1 to 2 encounters here. Typically you want 0, but sometimes it happens you get 1. 2. It's okay. Just remember, when you're dodging encounters on the world map, on the overworld map, remember, keep your eye on the encounters. Take your time. This way you get through there. We'll be dropping down here to get an item to get our next spell. Turn into a fairy. Go around this Lizalfos. And eat that little kid. And there you go. If you don't want to use the fairy spell, kill the Lizalfos first. Otherwise, he'll just beat up on you while you hold up the kid in the air. Now there's another 1-up we can get over here. After getting the 1-up, equip shield. And stand here and wait. What we want to do is we want to draw like a little L. We're going to go through that first patch of forest, that first little tile, up, and then we're going to go 3 more. And we're going to move left for 1 tile, and then 3 more upwards. Ready? Like that. Even if that's a back spawn, so I got lucky, whatever. And you gotta get an encounter here. They're always gonna come at you like that, so you avoid them that way. Keep on walking, keep walking, keep walking. And they'll double up on you, and if you're quick enough, you can avoid it. But it's okay if you don't avoid it. Now this right here, if I go up, I'm gonna go into a fixed encounter spot. You can avoid it by getting into an encounter. The encounter, if you get into the encounter, it's going to take a lot less time to get past the screen than if I went to the fixed encounter. So let's see if I can do that. There you go. That's where pause buffering comes in very handy. Because you can predict what they're going to do. Look. Okay. Okay. Now. There you go. The reason why I said equip shield is because check out how much damage these guys do. They do all that damage. That's at life 4. At life 3, they'll do even more damage. So if you get hit once at life 3 against that lever, you want to cast shield this way you don't get killed on the next hit. Now in Reflect Town, Darunia, you want to equip shield and use it. Get your magic refill, and then equip fairy. There's 2 ways to do this, and I'm going to go through both of them. Oh, that's... whoops. Alright, whatever. Okay. Let me use it. Let's go ahead and do that. You want as less magic as possible. This way you can wait for the magic to fill, kneel, cast fairy, and go through the chimney to get your upward thrust. That is called the fairy claws strategy. There's another way to do this though, and in my opinion, it's way more fun. But it also requires a lot better timing. I'm not even gonna cover my life here. You cast jump. And if you remember the tile jumps in Palace 3, well, we can use that same property to get up to that roof. So let's try to do it. Nope. 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 There you go. You need to be on a specific pixel. It's usually like right here. Takes a few tries. It's fun to do. I would use the Fairy Claws strat. That's what everyone uses. Even the world record holder, Simple Dude, I think uses it. I think all the other top players use it as well. So, yeah. All right. So now we just got the upward stab. So that'll let you attack enemies from below by stabbing upwards like that. We'll be using that a couple times. You know, it's not important. The down stab is way better. Way better down stab. And now we're about to get the reflect spell. There are 3 spells that you absolutely need to beat Zelda 2. You need the jump spell to get past the jump cave. You need the reflect spell to defeat the boss of Palace 4, and you need the thunder spell to defeat the final boss, or the boss before that, or the penultimate boss, whatever. Yeah. The Thunderbird, Palace 7, and then you fight your shadow. So yeah, so reflect is absolutely necessary. All the other ones, not really though. Okay, so remember, this is a fixed encounter. There we go, perfect. If I'm a new player, I'm gonna kill these levers, even though it may take some time. Alright, here's what the fixed encounter looks like. The second one will have bubbles, and Octoroks that you gotta deal with. It's not that difficult. Remember, the bubbles will knock you to the right. So, let me make a restore point here. So from standing here, this is dangerous. Because, check it out. Oh, that's not cool. Yeah. So if you decide to say screw it and go through the fixed encounter. Oh, Lordo! That host! Hey! Lordo's hosting me. 18 viewers. Perfect. Welcome to my like absolute beginner Zelda 2 All Keys tutorial. Hope you enjoy it. I got part 1, that's in my previous broadcasts. We just cleared Palace 3 and Fire Town up to Reflect Town. So now we're going to the Maze Return. Yeah. Yeah. Let's stick around, Lordo. Mentioned you a couple times. So the next encounter skip. There you go. Good pause buffer. Kill the levers. They do lots of damage even if you're at life 4. Stay here. And up. And encounter. Decide to get in my way. Again, if you get encounters, don't panic. Just go through them. Big deal. It's just an encounter. That haven't got to me. That one did too. If you get 2, 3, 4 encounters on the Maze Return, that is okay if you're a new player. Don't get hung up on encounters. Don't panic. Just get through the encounter. Don't get hit a lot. Don't get killed. Don't do anything stupid like that. Just get through the damn encounter. There's a bridge. Okay, now there's a specific way to get through this maze. You want to start here. Go through here like this. Because if you go any other direction in the maze, you'll get fixed encounters. Check this out. Look. Let's say I want to enter here. Wow, there's a fixed encounter. What about here? This seems fine, right? Yeah, so far so good. Nope, fixed encounter. So that's why you have to go a specific way. Unless you want to deal with fixed encounters. That's your prerogative. I don't know if it's any faster than what we do, but whatever. So go through here, cross this bridge here, go down here like this, and we'll be getting third jar. Go ahead and catch fairy and eat it with the fairy. Go up like this. If you go any further right, you're going to get in a fixed encounter. We don't want to do that. Go up here like this. Now this fixed encounter, we have to take it. Oh well. Take out the bot, easy. Bounce. Oh, bounce on the Zoras. Try not to get hit. If you're low on life like I am, just cast the life spell. Don't worry about it. The Zoras in the Tektite set we just saw, they can be killed with fire. Let me go through this again. So from that encounter, we're gonna go over here. Don't go to the right here. You'll get a fixed encounter. Go out here like this. Go all the way up. This tripped me up when I first started playing this game. When I first started doing this run, I would go here. No. You run into fixed encounter. Don't do that. Just go here, up here, and you will clear all the fixed encounters. There's another fixed encounter here too, by the way. No, here it is. Yeah. They have those bee enemies too. Those things are awful. If you encountered a large encounter next to Fire Town in the grass, you encounter those flying bee type enemies. Let me go ahead and start Palace 4 here. Okay, so Palace 4. If you're at life 3, the only level you're going to be taking is life 4. Okay? If you're at 734 and you want to finish out with 887, then you want to get magic for here, okay? This means you gotta kill a few more enemies. That's okay. If you're new, that's fine. Use 887 if you're new. We're gonna take those two out later on. You wanna stop here. Kill that enemy. Get jump ready. Okay, now clearing through this bridge, getting across this bridge, will require you to do a tile jump. If you're confident with tile jumps, then go for it. If not, you'll fall, and you'll have to, and that's gonna take a lot of time off. Take him out, easy. Cast jump here to get past these little candle things. You can tile jump past those too if you wanted, but I wouldn't. Now here, I entered Palace 4 with 5 lives, okay? And I just grabbed this key, right? It's gonna take probably about 8 seconds, something like that, to walk out of this screen to continue on with Palace 4. You can skip that by death abusing right here. You can just get the key before you do it, and then just fall in the lava. In this particular area, you can check for a potion, which I did not get. I'm just having fun. So if you have, this all depends on how many lives you want to leave Palace 4 with. I typically like leaving Palace 4 with 3 lives. Some people like leaving with 2, some people like leaving with 4, some players like even leaving with 1 life. I don't know how you can leave Palace 4 with 1 life and be confident that you can finish a 1 credit clear run, but that's up to them. So let's go ahead, we'll take a death abuse here. Now I have 4 lives left. Takes me all back to the beginning. And most importantly, check this out. I got full life and full magic. One of the biggest reasons to do death abuse in Zelda 2 is to refill your life and magic. There you go. I had to take that. Because you're getting more. Because you have to. Yeah. Typically, I wouldn't kill those 2 enemies. Something like this happens if you die accidentally. Well, that's gonna take your. Well, then too bad. Then you won't be able to death abuse for the rest of the palace. So I did that intentionally for a reason. It's because I want to leave it here with 3 lives. How many lives do I have? I have 3. So I can't do any more death abuses. If I want to leave Palace 4 with 3 lives. You have to get another key. So here's another area where you can death abuse if you want. Only different from the first screen. Can't check for a potion. And you got this bubble being a dick. There we go. Alright. So, gotta walk out. Now, in order to progress the rest of the palace, you need at least 32 magic coins. Don't touch any of these gargoyles, by the way. Just jump over them. You attack one and bad things will happen. It's almost certain you'll get knocked into the ring. Take your time on these bots, take your time on these whiz robes. You can't kill the whiz robes unless you cast Reflect. And reflect the magic back to them. Okay, now, there's another gargoyle key room, okay? Now here's where you can do something interesting, okay? Now I'm gonna go through this in the best way I know how. It's timing in this game is crazy, and hitboxes are, some hitboxes are wide, some hitboxes are very narrow. Some block the blocks are about to break. They have hitboxes to where you can, if you strike one, you can break two, as many as three, actually. So if your timing is right, and if your rhythm is right, then we can break two blocks that we need to make this little staircase. And we can do it really, really easily. So let's try to do that. Okay. Typically you do that, right? So if you have the rhythm for it, you can do that. Let's try that again. Oh, oh, ah. See, and you need to be careful, because... See, I didn't do it that time right. So as you're going down that second block, or you can do this. See how I struck like in the middle of those two blocks? So that's how you can do that. Remember to be consistent. Be consistent. If you're gonna kill both gargoyle type, whatever those things are, on the way, then kill both of them. If you wanna skip the first one and kill the second one, and skip the first one and kill the second one every time. If you want to skip both of them, like I do, skip both of them. Just make sure that you're doing the same thing every time in those rooms. This whiz robe, you can jump over it like that, or you can block it like that. Do one or the other. At life 4, they take 24 hit points. So if one of them hits me, I'm dead. Now you don't want to take any more points at all. Nothing. No more. Here's a good place where I can do the double block break and explain it better. Okay, so we got another room like this. There's no gargoyles here. So now I can like explain it way further. Okay, so typically if you're a new player, do that and that's easy, right? No problem. What I do is you gotta wait for that second block to break. There you go. That's how you do it. Strike in between the two. Just look for that little crease there. See, I missed that one because I struck too high. There we go. See? Again, too high. Let's try it again. That was too low. See? That's just right. That's just right. That's perfect. And you get it. That will take some time. Don't be discouraged because you can't do that. And certainly don't go for it, like, when you're first playing this game. When you're first trying to do all keys. Like, just play it safe. Here's the last key death abuse opportunity screen thing. It's got floating gargoyles. I want to kill one. Kill the other one you can. There you go. Didn't get the potion. Don't want to take a death abuse. So there you go. Getting out of there is very easy. Actually, I have to take a death abuse. Never mind. Yeah. I need to because I need magic for the boss. That's a little trick that I can do. I think Pro JN does it as well. He's another top runner of this game. Oh, hold on a second. I need to get this. Sorry. Phone, please. Jesus. Alright, back to our scheduled programming. Get past this bridge, easy enough, easy enough. Karok is also worth 301 XP, just like the Rebenak was. So in this case I'm good, because let's get my Life 5 offer at 800 points, and I'm good on this too. There we go. Perfect. And if you fell behind on your XP or something like that, or something's really weird, Palace 4, there's no shortage of enemies. You can just kill whatever you need to. Okay? Alright, so now preparing for Karok. You want to cast Reflect. Alright? The only thing that hurts Karok is Reflect. Nothing else. Cool. Nothing else will do. Okay? If you're at life 3, I strongly suggest you cast Shield as well. Because Karok can do 24 damage to you, and you only have, what, 96 health? So that's 4 hits, or... That's 4 or 5 hits and you're dead. Done. So, if you're at life 3 here, play it safe. Cast Shield. You don't know what the hell this guy's gonna do. So, alright. As soon as you walk up to Karok, you want to duck, and usually you'll get the free hit off him like that. Then get in this corner and hope. Literally get in this corner and hope. Right now it's looking really bad. I mean really, really bad. But, don't be discouraged if you have a bad Karok fight that takes forever and a year. It happens to everybody. Just don't get killed against it. There we go. Just stay in that corner and hope. That's all. Put in the crystal. Equip Fairy. I will be going over the Eco Key strat. But that's an advanced strat. But I will go over it. See if you can do it as a new runner. Probably not. But whatever. I'll go over it anyways. But equip Fairy. Get the hell out of here. And because you have the boots... be the son of God and walk on water. Very nice. Go down here. Go here. It's 3 tiles away from that desert. So, there you go. And we're in Palace 5. And I want to create stroke. Let's do this. Right. Oh, different than most other palaces. You can't check for a potion, but you don't need to, because whatever. Get attack 8. So now we're 844. If we're ending with 877, you'd be at 834 if you were ending with 886 or 878. I'll go over that much later after this palace. So yeah. Take care of these piranha plants coming up. easy. Even if you get hit, whatever, big deal. Okay, now right here, there are two ways that you can get... There's a key here, and... There are two ways to get it. Okay? First way is cast Fairy. Cast Fairy. Don't get hit anymore because you need 32 magic for the next key, so you can cast Jump to get it. So make sure none of these bubbles hit you. And there you go. Got the key. Easy, right? Easy, but that... God, does that run the clock. So there's another way to do it. When you get that level screen, take your hands off the controller and just hit start. And you'll get magic, you'll get attack 8. You don't want to screw that up. So another way, and I do drills on this, okay? Is to cast Jump. Wait, right here, you want that skull to be 3 tiles in. Go up to the wall, and there you go. Now you don't want to touch the wall when you do that jump. You want to be about right here. Okay. Let's go over that one more time. There's plenty of advantages to Eco Key. I didn't get it that time, see? Eco Key is frame perfect, it's pixel perfect, it's just perfect. So, yeah. Up, too far. Yep, too far. And you want to face, you want to face left at the last second. It's good you get knocked to the right. Like if I just do this, yeah, that's not gonna work. So. Boom, that was perfect. Okay, but for the purposes of this, I want to use Fairy. Whoa. Okay, alright. If you get, like, kind of touched by the bubbles, it's fine. Just don't like, stay on them during your iframes, or else, they'll drain magic from you. And you don't want that. You need at least 32 magic points to, get the next key in this palace. Jump over these gargoyles. Get that 200 bag. Now, if you've been keeping track of your big 6 enemies, so any enemy that's 30 points or better, that gives you 30 XP or better, and you have killed 4 or 5 of these types of enemies, you can do Eco Key, and if you don't get it and you have to use Fairy, well then, that's okay, because you can kill these 2 enemies and get some points, or you can get a potion, whatever. So there you go. So I got a bag there. So we're gonna assume that I failed Eco Key. So you get the bag. Like this. Oh, here, even better. There. Alright, yeah. So now look. Alright, oh. Uh-oh. Well, I don't have 32 magic points. I don't have enough for jump. What do I do? Well, you can kill Moggos, which is what I'm gonna do. And I would have, if I was going, if I was ending at 886, I'd have 700 magic, I would take magic 4, and all would be well with the world. I forgot I was doing that. So if you're going for an 887 run, maybe you shouldn't even try Eco Key, because, yeah. Whoa. Alright. That's okay if I got hit, because it didn't take enough magic for me to worry about. Maybe, so good. You can also kill those gargoyles if you need like a blue potion. You can kill 6 of them and get a blue potion that way. But that's whatever. I've never really seen any others do that. That's pretty. I don't know. I don't really. It's a strategy. Now, if you want, you can kill a Mago here. They take 2 hits with attack 8, and yeah. But they also do a lot of damage to you. So. There's plenty of Magos to kill in this palace. You don't have to worry about it. Oh, in this room. So we need at least like 2 tiles up to get that key with a running start. Main thing here is just take your time. Take your time and do not panic. Don't panic. Take your time. Get hit by the blocks instead of the Moa, because the Moa will do way more damage. Get that. If enemies drop bags in this palace, go back and get them, because you don't want to have to be fighting Magos over and over and over again. They take a long ass time to kill. Because they don't just get in your way, like these iron knuckles. For purposes of this, I want to get life 5. If you were entering here at with 834, you'd want to get magic 4. Now I have life 5. I'm very good for the rest of the palace. No more leveling in this rest of the palace at all. I want to kill that Mago. Yeah, like don't chase Magos or anything like that. Nothing like that. If you want to, an alternative to killing Magos is kill Iron Knuckles. They give you 150, kill, whatever. Magos and Blue Iron Knuckles, they don't drop anything, so you could kill 6 of them and it won't even matter. Okay, so there are 2 things you need to get before leaving this area here. Get the flute down here, or the key over this way. If you have full magic, get the flute first. If you don't have full magic, get the key first. But no matter what you do, get both of them, because if you don't, well then you're going to be running the clock about 6-7 minutes. That happened to me during a tournament, during my brackets actually. When I got as far as the bracket, I was going up against Fat, against Cantaloupe, whatever his name is. And I didn't get the flute in Palace 5. I thought I was on like a PV pace. Nope! You can get that potion there. It's in this little hitbox there. But it's in like a separate hitbox than the block itself. It's really weird. Now I want to get the flute. And typically, if you were ending with attack 8, magic 8, life 6, you would probably be either you would have already leveled to magic 4, or you would do it right here. Usually, I get magic 4 right after I kill that orange iron knuckle. But whatever. I didn't have enough magic for fairy, so I just had to grab it like that. It's fine. If you want to, if you're a beginning runner, just save magic and don't fairy the items in the palaces. You want to save that magic for shield, for life, for anything that, anything you can do to make sure you don't get killed. Magic 5 offer is at 1200. My Life 6 offer is at 1500. The final boss gives me 500 XP, so I need 1000 XP before the boss in its palace. The skulls there, you can get them like that, or you can just slow down a little bit and they'll come at you that way. The Moggos being Moggos. The Moggos are completely random. They will just appear from nowhere and just hit you. So don't panic if you get hit by a Moggo. Don't do that. Just, it's fine. Just use your iframes. Bounce off them when you can. Stuff like that. Points, so I gotta grab stuff, I gotta kill Moggos. I think I'm good. And that one knuckle dropped the bag too, which is good. Now this blue iron knuckle, there's two ways to kill it, okay? You can either do this, which is lucky. I usually rely on that. The problem with hitting him in the visor is sometimes he'll break blocks and it'll bounce it back out of range and stuff like that. You can do this. I usually do this. A little rhythm to it. But either way, take him out, 3 hits, easy. Use the up stab here. Stab that block, this way that bubble just goes past you. If you get a level offer, be very, very careful with it, okay? Because if you take any more levels here, then well, then guess what? Then you won't be getting any more levels for the rest of the run. Unless it's the one that you get after you finish Palace 5. You need to save up points. Through here, it's easy. Take out this red iron knuckle, make it easy. Now, okay. If you're gonna finish your all keys run with Attack 8, Magic 8, Life 6, or Attack 8, Magic 7, Life 8, then you need 700 out of, I think 1200? Yeah, 700 out of 1200 points. Okay? If you're finishing with Attack 8, Magic 8, Life 7, then you need at least 1000 out of 1500 here. Okay? Do not proceed unless you have those numbers. I do have those numbers, so now we can fight Goomba. Goomba! No matter what you're doing, cast shield. Get life ready. Hopefully you have enough magic to do that. If you don't have enough magic, if you cast shield and then you figure that you won't have enough magic points for life, then don't cast shield and save up for life. Okay? Like if I had 64 magic here, okay? Well, I'm not going to cast shield because if I casted shield, I wouldn't be able to cast life. I might need that. Because Goomba does a lot of damage, okay? There's a safe way to kill Goomba, and then there's a really... Then there's like a common way, and then there's like a really crazy way. We'll go over the safe way. We'll go over all 3. Safe way is this. Just pick them off. It's easy. Take 6 hits to kill. If you get an extra shot from the down stab, that's cool, whatever. If he hits you, do not panic, use life. That's the easy way. Takes a long time, but it's easy. This is the common way. A little bit more aggressive than the common way. my friend the way that my buddy Lordo does it involves you getting into his hitbox and down stabbing him, and jackhammer stabbing him there too. Have I done that? No. Is it possible? Yes. Am I gonna try? Yeah, but I'm probably not gonna succeed. Something like that. I typically do the common way, or the safe way. Usually do the safe way. So just back off, hit him, back off, back off. The important thing against Goomba, do not panic after you get hit. Don't panic. Okay, now. Quick fairy here. It's good. You should have 2 lives at least going out of this palace. If you have 3, great. If not, it's fine. Go up there like that. I'll show it again. So that way, this way. Up until you can't go up anymore, and then you go right like this. As soon as you appear, hit fairy. Now, this is where choices need to be made. Oh yeah, I'll just let it go. Now, let me get some water because this is going to require a little bit of explaining. Okay. If you raise your attack level, you will get an extra life. There's no level 9 in this game. 8's the best level you can get. So, and what you want to do, so there's choices you need to make, okay? If you only left the palace with 1 life, well, you can take attack 9 if you want. It's up to you, completely up to you. I wouldn't, but if you're good with really low magic levels and really low life levels, we'll be getting this 9,000 points at the end of Palace 6 anyways, so it's okay. What you want to do, don't get attack 9, go down to magic, go down to life, whatever. Be very, very, very careful with this menu, okay? If you don't, you'll get attack 9, you'll be at crappy levels for Palace 6, it's going to be a little bit more challenging, it's going to suck. So take magic. So if you want to do 886, you're going to leave your levels right there at 8, 6, and 6. If you want to go 887, then now you have 8, 6, 7. Now there's a little thing we can do to manipulate encounters going into the next area that can allow us to avoid these encounters. It's called the river dance. Okay? You go over here, and you go down like this. You approach Fire Town. Very good, very good, very good. You go down here. And just go across you like that. That's about a 90% chance of happening. Blow the flute, River Devil, and this is a 60% chance. And you skip a fixed encounter. Oh, very nice. Now, does that work every time? Absolutely not. In my personal best, I did not get that skip. And if you miss it, you just go to that desert tile that you created with by blowing it up with your hammer, and you just see if you can get an encounter skip. If you fail it again, then you probably just go through the damn fence. So, now the fences, you cast fairy. Try to avoid the rocks as much as you can. Usually if you go up and down like this, you can avoid most of them. They only do about 10 damage, so it's whatever. So I got hit there. If you're at life 6, it'll do a little bit more damage, but if you're at life 7, it won't do much. And now you want to queue up a fire spell. Head along the road. Take your time. Don't go through that. Don't go through the. Don't approach the what's it called? Graveyard. Don't do that. If you do, check it out. I get hit by nothing! Oh god! Oh no! Yeah, so it sucks. You don't want to do that. You want to go here. Mix it like that. Go up like that. Now, there's a 1-up you can get next to that cave. Whether you want to get it is up to you. You'd probably go through about 3 encounters just to get to it. But that's your prerogative if you want to get it. I never get it, ever. Some players do. Whatever. So here's some more encounters. The reason why you want to step into the swamp is because the encounters, they come at you more further away from you than in the forest where they're right next to you. So there's no way to avoid any of that, so whatever, it's fine. Very nice. Remember your pause buffering. Good players know that they can do good pause buffering. That's why we use fire there, to kill those Tektites. If your count is good, then you can get either a potion or a bag. If you get a bag, you get a bag, but you want a potion, obviously. Kill the Zalfos. Ending with life 7, you kind of need to kill more enemies. If you need to recover life, do it here. Just talk to the dude, ask life before you do it, or after, while it's filling up, and whatever. Yeah, so whatever. You get the spell in here in this little house. I think you just randomly get it. I don't really know for sure. The magic word, spell. And go ahead and equip it. Cast it at the end of the town here. Go in here. Get your fairy spell ready. And cast it. This way you can eat the final key, magic key, ultimate key, whatever the hell you want to call it. Now, all keys does not mean you need to physically collect every key in every dungeon. No. It just means you need to physically unlock every door in every dungeon. So, yeah. It also means that you just can't ferry through a door, and I'll explain why that's important in the next palace. You can only get this is the final magic container. You can only get it if you got all the others. So if for some reason you didn't get the other magic containers before coming in here, then well, yeah, you're jolly well fucked. Sorry about the cuss. I do cuss on this channel. Anyone who is not a follower watching. Alright, there we go. Blizzard enemies, we'll just avoid them now. We're good on speed. I'll tell you why we're good on XP. The Tektites can be really mean. Just downstab them. Easy enough. If they hit you, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I was too late there. See, I got a good back spawn, but because I wasn't really confident, the encounter. I'm only going here because I want to end with 887. If you're ending with 886 or 878, then you don't need to go into this fixed encounter at all. So. And the hard container is on that little patch right there. Equip jump after getting the hard container. There you go. Very easy. There's a potion or a enemy there if you need to. Check it. For Palace 6, whatever though. Alright, let's go ahead and create this restore point here. You don't get anything from here, so don't even bother. Unlock restore easy. Sometimes that Wizrobe will cooperate and not get in your way. I wasn't really lucky there at all. There you go. Okay, now, some players will leave that blue iron knuckle alive. This way, instead of trying to do a tile jump, they can damage boost to get over this little pit. I don't do that. I also don't know how to do it, so I wouldn't really I'm not really including that in this tutorial. But yeah, this is a tile jump, so that's why I equipped jump. If you're not confident with your tile jumps, then use the jump spell. But if you are, then make the tile jump. If you fall, which is what I'm gonna do, it's okay. It's not really okay, you'll lose lots of time, but it just loops back to where you were. So just fall, and there you are. Not like Palace 4 where, well, yeah, Palace 4 too, you gotta... It's similar to Palace 4 actually, but whatever. Lots of Wizrobes here. Lordo likes to call this WizCon, because it's a Wizrobe convention. Jump over or block that stuff. More tile jumps here, just like Palace 3. Break that one, this way the bubble bounces off of it. If you're lucky, it'll do what it just did. There's another tile jump. If you don't make all those tile jumps, then whatever. Okay, you want to catch jump here. Now, there's an invisible pit. If you fall down it, well, you're gonna run the clock about a minute and a half. This also happened to me during the tournament last year. In my very first match, by the way. And I was on like a 80 minutes and 30 seconds something pace. And then I finished with like a 122 something. It was crazy. So, what you want to do is count the, there's two things you want to count. You want to count these statues, the iron knuckle statues. So 1, 2, 3. And on the third one, you want to count how many tiles, okay? So let me do this. So I just fell, see? So on that second tile, that's where the pit is. And if you're confident enough and talented enough, you can tile jump this without using the jump spell, but almost every runner in this category probably uses the jump spell there, so there you go. And going back is the fourth tile. So there it is, there's your little range there. That's either a potion or an iron knuckle. I would suggest checking it, especially if you used jump a lot of times. Now you fight another Rebenak here. Mini boss. You can kill him either way. Since we have lots of levels, it only takes 4 hits to kill him now, 2 hits to get him off the horse, and 2 hits to kill him. If you're not confident, you can use the corner strat just like in Palace 3, but that's gonna take a lot longer. If you don't mind taking a couple hits or whatever, then kill him the way I just killed him. Easy. Equip the jump spell after getting across. cast it here. If you are low on magic, go ahead and check that for a potion. Remember what I said? So the 4th tile, I have to jump right before the 4th tile. Here. So 1, 2, 3, jump. And I went down anyways. Wow. Yeah, so it's right here. That's where it is. This is good because I get to fight the Rebonac with the corner strats. And see the corner strat here. It's safer. You don't run the risk of taking damage, but it's not as fast as killing him the right way. And you're at attack 8, so it's easy to kill him. It takes 2 hits to get him off the horse, 2 hits to actually kill him, to kill the Iron Knuckle from it, so it's not very good. So remember what I said here. 4th tile, jump. Equip it again because you need to make a tile jump, which I made. Very good. You need if you want to get if you want to post really good times in this category, you need to learn how to avoid encounters, and I would say tile jumps too, as well as combat and not getting hit and avoiding stuff, blocking bullets and stuff like that. But yeah, so. Jackhammer as well. Now, if you want, if you say you enter here with 1 life, okay, which is a possibility, you won't be able to take a death abuse and recover your magic, and you need at least 80 magic to get to the final boss. You need to use fairy twice. 40 magic points twice. It's 80 magic points. That's 5 blocks of magic. Okay. You can get a red potion or a Iron Knuckle here. So I'm gonna do that. Try and get it. And I didn't get it. Oh wow. So if you're very low on magic and you don't want to take a death abuse or you can't, I would definitely suggest getting that. There's something cool you can do here too. I'm gonna try and do it. Where you can walk on that ceiling and you can avoid this door. That is legal in 100% all keys. 1cc. It is. Because you're not using fairy to go through the door, and you already have the key to unlock the door anyways. So, yeah. I didn't get it. I want to show what it looks like. I think I got it there. There you go. Don't be an idiot and use fairy here, okay? Or don't do it in midair. Don't use it in midair. You'll glitch out the game and bad things will happen, okay? Just walk on that ceiling and avoid the Iron Knuckle. It saves about half a second, alright? In this screen, you want to kill these gargoyles. Kill them both, right there. I should have grabbed that blue potion, but whatever. If any of these enemies grab a blue potion, get it. What happens if you don't kill those gargoyles? Alright, well, let's see what happens if you don't kill them. Almost got it again. If you don't get it, the ceiling walk, it's fine. Jump over, bounce off that blue Iron Knuckle, easy. So what happens if you don't do the gargoyles? That will happen. Or it has a very high probability of happening. Okay? So do yourself a favor in that screen. Kill those gargoyles. Just do it. It's easy. It take 3-4 hits to kill. They're part of the small 6 group, so it's even better. Perfect. They will respawn, so don't, like, you know, you gotta hurry up in that screen. Come out. And we are good for the rest of the palace. The final the boss of this palace gives up 700 XP, so we're fine for 887. Use fairy here. You have to. Don't. Alright, avoid the bubbles. Avoid them. Even if you have to backtrack like I'm doing, doesn't matter. They'll take magic from you, and you need a lot of magic. Back off from that south fox like that. Otherwise, it'll knock you right into that moat. Now get ready for another Revenant. I'm gonna kill him my way. Go ahead and put fairy again. If you don't have the 40 magic points to do it, it's fine, whatever. Now, here, back when I first started playing this game, I would get a 1-up. And if you want, you can do that. If you, like, really, if you're just in desperate need of lives, if you just have one life, and you just do not feel comfortable going through the rest of this run with one life, then yeah, you can get it. You're gonna get all your magic taken from you, but whatever. Anyways, alright. So approaching the boss of the 6th palace. You don't want to stop, which is what I just did. Because if you do, the enemy will not appear where you want it to appear. You want to cast jump, you want to cast shield if possible. See where he appears. See? That's because I stopped. And it sucks. Don't want to do that. So, what I want to do instead is not stop. This will set up what was called a one-cycle barbell. You can stop in here. This is fine. This isn't the same screen. So, be careful. There, good. Because I did that, barbell will always appear here. One cycle is easy. Hit him on the way up. Well, yeah, and whatever. You can also downstab him, which I'm gonna go over that. Is what the advanced players do. I didn't think that enemy would hit me. Alright. Oh, see? And the jackhammer barba is not easy to do. Some players don't even use the jump spell to do it. I do because I just like doing that. I feel way more comfortable doing the jackhammer barba after casting jump. I just have a lot more room for error, or a little bit more room for error. But what I commonly do is the one cycle. Very easy. You can use usually get him down, and then just... So it's at least one cycle, but in the first cycle you'll do enough damage to him where you can take him out in like 1 to 2 cycles. Versus the usual, versus like not knowing anything about what to do and taking like 4 or 5 cycles to take him out. And there we go, Palace 6 is done. Very good. Then we'll go over here. I should have done this earlier, but fairy. And now we got another shopping spree of points. So again, if you're really low on lives and you want at least 2 lives, if you left Palace 6 with 1 life, you can take attack 9 if that's your persuasion. Go for it. But typically you want to take magic, even if you're leaving with 866. And then, okay, if you want to do 878, then you would take life 8. 878, I've done a couple runs with it. It lets you get hit a little bit more, which is fine. The most common, about 80% of all keys runners will do 886 or 887. The newer players will use 887. So we're gonna go with that. So now we have 500 XP to get to Magic 8, which any smart player would take in the Grand Palace. So this is Thunder Town, Old Kasuto. Spell Town is New Kasuto. How do you know which one is which? Well, you gotta read Nintendo Power. It's and then you learn Thunder. And Thunder costs 100 magic points at Magic 7. So if you're going 878, well then that's what you have to work with. If you decide to take a 1-up, attack 9, then spell would be 32 points. Reflected take 32 magic points. Everything else would be the same. Thunder would take all 128 that you have. So yeah, that's stupid. So queue up Fairy. Get the hell out of here. Don't go through the rest of the town. You're just gonna be fighting this little purple Moa, which you can now see with the cross. The cross lets you see those advanced Moas. The purple one and the blue one. The purple and blue Moa are, even though they are worth 30 and 50 points respectively, they are part of the small 2 through 20 drop group. So keep that in mind. Cast Fairy here, or if you're bold enough, you can jump across the bridge and deal with these enemies. That's up to you. That's your persuasion. That's your prerogative. I used the Fairy spell. I did that in my PB and still got under 80. The only thing that really affects is that you would want to refill your magic somehow. Cool, not great. You want to get an encounter there. This way you can set up a skip here. Very nice. Now if you got into the fixed encounter and then you skipped it by entering a large encounter, this potion here has a good chance of despawning, and that sucks. But if you used Fairy to get through the bridge, through those 2 other bridges, you're probably going to want to get this potion. And if you don't, well then you're out a whole bunch of magic points. It sucks. Alright. Do your best to avoid these enemies. If you don't fret. They're not easy to avoid. I typically use Spell here if I have a lot of magic. It'll turn those Moas into what's it called? Into bots, which is really good. That was a fixed encounter. Here's what it looks like as we see a as we see Lizalfos just walk to his doom. The fixed encounters here are just ridiculously long, so don't even worry about them. You have to avoid them. You have to try and skip them. Enemies or encounters in this volcano area are pretty aggressive. So yeah. If you don't want to be safe and don't use spell, then whatever. That was another fixed encounter. You needed to have walked to this cave really quickly after skipping the second encounter, or after skipping the second fixed encounter. If you don't, you'll probably get into another regular one, and that will eat up some time. So now we're going to be approaching Scorpion Max. He shoots fireballs at you. Use spell to get past him, or you can just downstab him or whatever. Different players do different things. Again, be very quick here. There you go. Be very fast there too, because if I took even a little bit longer, I would have gotten into an encounter there. So, alright, I'm gonna jump over this guy. And you can jackhammer that red Lizalfos. Okay, now, final dungeon. Alright, if you're playing in a race, you can, or at least in the tournament, I don't know about any other race environment for all keys, but if you're playing in our yearly tournament that takes place every October through December, you can take a game over here to refill your lives. You should be entering here with at least 2. In order to optimally go through the final palace, you will need at least 2 lives. Preferably 3, because these enemies will do a lot of damage to you. Even if you're at life 7, they'll do a lot of damage to you. Yeah. So you need to be very safe in this area. So let's go. If you didn't finish all the other palaces, that barrier will just stay there and it will kill you. So yeah. Okay. So this first fork, you want to go to the left. And here we come across spicy chicken, firebird, whatever the hell you want to call it. He'll shoot fire at you, and this fire will do a lot of damage. You can either do that, or you can cast jump and try to jump over it, or whatever. It's up to you how you want to get through it. Jump here, it's an invisible pit, and you'll be playing with some bots there. It's really annoying. Next fork, you want to go to the right. There's no enemies here, so you can feel free to, I don't know, text somebody. Get a drink or something like that. That's why I like this run. There's plenty of water breaks. You're going to be encountering another spicy chicken here. What I usually do to avoid them, away from the first fireball, you just jump and clear them like that. You get a little bit more room with the jump spell when it comes to. We got gargoyles here. They do a little bit more damage than the other ones in the other palaces. I want to try and keep one of them on the screen at all times. Or you can kill them halfway through the room. Alright, now this area, yeah, we're gonna be fighting. This, what I call Beakula Jr. Beakula Jr. does a lot of damage. I'm probably gonna get killed. Wow, I got so lucky there. Now I'm gonna go through what usually happens here, which is, yeah. They'll usually hit you like that. Use your iframes and get through them. Or that will happen. It's very random what he does. What you can do here is you can go through, I think there's an invisible wall here. And I'm not really sure, but I think... No, okay. I believe that one of those statues has a potion for an enemy. One of those two, let's see. Let's see which one. Let me check this here. Nope. Oh, cool. I think this thing isn't here at all. Okay then, never mind. I know that one of these has a potion or an enemy or whatever. But it's not really important, so whatever. Alright, third, fourth, we want to go to the right. Again, use jump spell to get past that. Or fairy if you have enough magic, or you can just kill it. What I do is, I'll just kill it. Sometimes. This contains either a potion or an enemy, if you need magic. Which you probably will. Now here, this room. Alright. When I first played this game, there was a trick that you could do to kill what they call a Speedrun. That is, get up to this fourth rung here, and just wait for him to come to you. And just pick him off. Easy, right? Yeah, we're not doing that in this run. We don't do that in all keys. Right here. Really? That was funny. The Firebirds will take 6 hits to kill. The Speedrun will take 4. The Speedrun Junior, the red Speedruns, those take, I think, 3 or 2, something like that. Now here's how we deal with Speedrun. Ready? That. And then, because you can't get up past the 4th rung, that's how you cast jump. There we go. Very easy. By the way, if you're gonna get hit by him, get hit by the blades. Don't crash into him. His body, if you run into him, he'll do way more damage doing that than with the swords he throws. So there you go. Don't be shy about using life either. Don't be shy about it. That's one way you can get past the fire boots easily. Now we got another bird here. This one's a blue. This one's another Speedrun. Again, if you're gonna get hit by the swords. Don't get hit by him. Now, we're coming to the very end of the palace, okay? What you can do, you can get a 1-up if you go here, alright? When I first started doing runs of this game, and I was trying to get under 85, I would do that. Because you need lives. It's good. So get the extra life, there's bots. So most of the time they'll just jump to their doom. And it's easy. Runs the clock a few seconds. 30 seconds, something like that. And then you can get fairy here. Now, be careful. That's how you want to get it. If you're down stabbing and you get the fairy, then, well, you're killed right after. So whatever. The firebird here. I'm gonna use my jump technique. Or you can use fairy if you have enough magic. Just do that, though, in my opinion. Now, before progressing, you need magic 8. You have to kill extra enemies, like I just did. Didn't do that. That's where you go for the thing, whatever. Or, what some people do, is they'll kill this big bot, use spell to turn it into normal bots, and there you go. Some players do that. I don't. That was the first time I ever did that. If you need a refill or something like that, you go ahead and just do a death warp there. I don't need to though, because I was really safe. Now, Thunderbird. Alright. If you are just starting out, okay, do not cast Thunder before the Thunderbird shows up. Okay? Don't cast anything except Reflect, Jump, and Shield. If you don't have enough for whatever, let's say you have, let's say you just have 80 magic points, right? Then just cast Jump. But if you have enough magic, cast all 3 of those. Wait for him to show up. Don't wait for his, what's it called? His life bar. Don't go by that. Okay? Wait for him to come onto the screen in full. Right there. Okay? Then just jump and hit him. Easy. You get a key for whatever reason. I don't know. And then you go on to fight the final boss, which is your shadow. A lot of people think the shadow is random. It is not. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. You can either fight on the way the game intended you to, which is to fucking duel with him like that, or you can get in the corner, just swing your sword over him, and he'll run into it. Or you can manipulate him getting hit by using very short jumps and hitting him in the visor, like with Iron Knuckles. Okay? And that is Zelda 2, all keys, 1cc. Alright? Hope I explained it well. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to take a break first, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full run, and I'm going to explain everything that I'm doing while I'm playing. Okay? And I'm only going to use the safe strats that I presented, I guess. Okay? Let's go ahead and reset. I'm gonna go ahead and here we're gonna put safe. Oh shit. Whoops. It's going to be 886. Yeah. There. Alright. Let me go ahead and take a break. I gotta hit up this client. I've been keeping him on hold for like an hour and some change. So, stay put. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Real quick, real fast. Yeah. I'll take a break and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Okay, cool. Alright. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a complete run. I'm just going to use safe strats. I'm going to end with 886, so with attack 8, magic 8, life 6. And I'm going to explain pretty much everything I'm doing. So, let's do this. Alright. So, starting the game, I'm holding right. Go straight to the magic cave without stopping. I'll get that back spawn guaranteed. Let's enter the magic cave. Kill these 2 louders. Jump towards that 3rd one. It's okay if I got hit. Kill that Octorok. Kill that one and that one. Wait till I hear that dun dun to increase the chances of a bag. And I didn't get the bag. That's okay. We can find another one, and I'm going to get that other one. So I believe we go right like this. I want to keep going until this 3rd row of trees. Go up to this other tile of trees. There's some bats. It's fine. I got the bag. Good. So now I'm ready to go to Shield Town. Tried to be a little fast about it, but whatever. It's okay. Alrighty. So here we are in Shield Town. We're gonna just get Shield Town. We're gonna get the Shield spell. Easy enough. Talk to this woman. Get in there. I'm gonna make a new